I didn't feel like there was going to be a way out, so I remember lining up just a bunch of pills and looking at them and thinking, how can I accomplish this without hurting anyone? The beginning of our marriage was a big struggle. I think for me, I had wanted to do everything right, and I had a vision of the house and the white picket fence and the kids and the dog and a husband who adored me, and it wasn't that.
A lot of fighting, a lot of conflict, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain.
Every time I wanted to talk to him about it, he was busy. It just crushed me, and I just got angrier. So instead of letting it hurt me anymore, I just got angry. And the anger took over, and that's all I could feel. I struggled with being a pastor's wife in particular because of what I had been through, my background. I really felt like this is a mistake. I'm not the one that's supposed to be in this role. I can't offer anything to anyone. It got so bad that I had panic attacks in the church.
I began to recognize that I was wearing a mask. What was underneath the mask was some unhealed pain, some insecurities. I was very condescending to my wife, very critical, and I took her beautiful spirit and just began to snuff it out. You know, I think our recovery started when we finally met someone who understood grace, understood the message of identity in Christ, understood that the real issues were deep heart issues, and knew how to be used of God to help heal those places. It was then that we became free, I think first individually, and then collectively as a couple.
I wouldn't give up what we went through because that's exactly what it took for me to learn who I was, and it's exactly what it took for Bill to learn who he was. And yeah, we are best friends.
I never dreamed that we could be where we are today. Back in those dark days, I would have never thought we could have the kind of friendship and relationship that we have today.
It is about grace, and we don't hear enough about grace. It's about people coming together that are not perfect, that are not put together, that don't have all the answers, and realizing you don't need them. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be all together. You don't need to have every answer. You just need to know the love of God, and that's what comes out to other people.
I would say this retreat is for good marriages that want to go even deeper, and for struggling couples that want to discover what's at the root of their struggles and to discover God's pathway for true recovery. It's a time away to refocus, refresh, and perhaps even reorient your marriage. I think we would say God has not written the final chapter in your marriage yet. And no matter where you are, He has great things in store for you. And we hope that you'll join us at the marriage retreat.